With that being said, I will make one comment, and then I'll turn it over to Councilwoman Miller so that she can make a motion. But what I will say, and I guess, George, can I get you to come back up again? and also your partners also that are the partners that are in this project with you. I wanted to bring you guys up, to talk to you because a lot of times there's a lot of discussion that happens in the city and about what you do, and I think it's important that we have that discussion because a lot of times individuals don't know, and you've done some phenomenal things in the city of Wichita, all of you, and the things that you've done in Bradley Fair. One, you create jobs, you bring in new businesses, you go out and you work to bring in new businesses, but you also make an investment in the entire community. You do a lot of different things in Bradley Fair that provide concerts for individuals that most normally do not have the funds to be able to. They can't go to Intrust Bank Arena, they can't even go to Century 2 or Hartman Arena or anything else, but you provide them that opportunity to, one, have their concerts at Bradley Fair and have that family environment where they can bring their blankets and they can have picnics and they can listen to various different entertainment and they can listen to music and they can do these different things and they can shop. And all of those things are very important to the quality of life. We see this all the time. And not only do you do that, but we see that entire area just packed with families and children that are all over the place. But we also see you going and doing different things during the holiday seasons for Christmas. The closest some of our families are going to get to a Christmas tree is what you provide that's actually there. And you're continuously making investments, there and also in the downtown area and advising whenever we actually ask you about your opinion or we ask you, to assist or to be able to help. And I know that we have a tendency sometime to not think about those things. And the fireworks, that's a community. Those are things that enhance our quality of life in our community. We don't have where the city of Wichita itself and the government is actually putting on some type of firework display, for the entire city, primarily because the city manager tell us, no, we're not going to. And so, but you do that. You provide that, not only for your patrons that are there in your business, but you provide this for the entire city. And everyone has the luxury of being able to go there and to be able to watch your firework display, and it's probably one of the most phenomenal ones that's actually put on each and every year. And you do this, and you invite the entire city to come out and to enjoy this particular event, and from various different communities, even individuals from outside the city of Wichita, actually come here during that time frame to be able to enjoy those amenities. So I know that you're making these investments, and I know that you're doing a lot of things in the downtown area, but you're doing things all over this entire city, and you're affecting, bottom line, the entire state. And so I know we don't get a chance to tell you thank you for doing that, because I know that what you're doing and the things that you guys do, you can go to the south of us, and there's another metropolitan city that will take you on any given day of the week and tell you, we'll do whatever is necessary to get you to do the things that you're doing in Wichita to do them here. I know this. I know because I know Mayor Cornett that's in that particular area, and they'll do anything they can to get you to do that. So we don't get a chance to tell you guys thank you for what you do in the city of Wichita, and we thank you for the investment that you're making in Wichita. And so I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of you for the investment that you're making. And this here is just part of making history in the city of Wichita, because we have not done developments on the west side of the river of this magnitude. And this is a huge investment. The only concern that I have is, I heard you mention something about concerts. And I hope that that does not mean that you're going to take concerts from Bradley Fair and move them there. And if that's the case, then I'm not sure about how I'm getting ready to go right now. No, I know how we're going to go. But I just can't tell you how much I appreciate. And those aren't the only things that you do. And I know a lot of times we always listen to the negative things or gossip or individuals that don't want to see anything differently. But I know how you feel about this community. I know how you feel about this city, and I know how you feel about this state, because when we talk about economic development, we talk about exporting, I mean, the host of different things. I know that you're always there. You're at the table. You're continuously talking. I know that you work with the governor, and when we start talking about export, we start talking about trade. We talk about economic development. So, so I appreciate you being here in this community, and I know the council appreciate you being here in this community, and we appreciate what you're doing to help out all of the families and all the citizens in this particular area. When I know that you have options, but your option that you choose to use is the one to stay here in this community and to invest in this community. So I wanted to take this opportunity, because I know I've never told you this before, and I just wanted to make sure that you know this, and that you know that we appreciate everything that you guys are doing and what you have done for this community. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Councilwoman Miller.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, it's hard to top that. I'll let you guys sit down. It probably is a little awkward standing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Council.
Well, I would echo much of what the mayor has said, and I do want to take a few minutes just to add a few words, because this is such a significant project and a very exciting time in Wichita's history. I really didn't think this project could get much more exciting than what it was a year ago when it was presented to us, and what you're showing us. You've kept us updated, of course, over the course of the year. However, I think the public is probably just seeing much of it today, and it is even better than it was, which is hard to believe. The addition of the hotel, I think, is extraordinary in terms of its financial impact. I mean, certainly it will add more needed capacity. I can see Susie Santo with Go Wichita back there shaking her head. That certainly we need it, and it will bring added financial impact in terms of tax revenue to that area, which is always wonderful. In addition to that, the beautiful open space improvements in the park, the bike and boats feature for the public, and the partnership with WSU, and the Riverwalk beautification really completes that section of Riverwalk improvement from Douglas on the east side up to the Keeper and back down. And we, as a community, get so many compliments from visitors from out of town who walk that, who really enjoy it. The river, I probably underestimated the Riverwalk improvements on the east bank near the Drury when those were done, how popular those would be. And even for in-towners, it's turned out to just be wildly successful. Somebody was telling me the other day there was it was a corporate Christmas party that was being held at the Drury, and they were having prom-style photos out in that gazebo along the riverbank. And that's local people enjoying in the river, which is certainly what we'd like to see in addition to visitors. So all of that will have, in addition to that, the really first-class residential development there. And I think if we step back from that project itself and just look at what's happening from Washington now to the west bank of the river, when Jeff Fleur came here, was it 7 years ago? About 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, there was not a lot happening in downtown. And with his assistance and the contributions of many, many developers, many, many civic leaders, many of whom are here today, some of whom have left us, look at what's happening today. We've just heard, or will be hearing in January, about a next project in Old Town. We just had a groundbreaking in Union Station, and now we're talking about launching this very significant project on the West Bank. That's an enormous difference in that 7-year period of time, and I think it's important for us to stop for a minute and celebrate all that is happening, because from time to time we do take as a community criticism for nothing happening in downtown, and if this is nothing, I don't know what something would be. This is very exciting. I think it's the synergy it's going to bring to the West Bank with the library across the street, the potential commercial development that might happen near that, with the existing exploration place and the revitalizing Delano to the south. I mean, wow, that is a lot of activity and potential there for our community. So I am extraordinarily pleased with this project, and it is a great pleasure and a privilege to make the motion. And because it's like 6 pages long, I'm just going to say that I move that we take the recommended action shown on pages 4 and 5 of today's staff report.
Second.
You've heard the motion. It's been properly seconded. Are there any questions? Seeing that there are no questions, Madam Clerk, prepare a ballot. Cast your vote. Madam Clerk, display for the record.
And I didn't say thank you all very, very much for your enormous investment in this area. It's a I can't even hardly quantify it beyond the $24 million of equity and financing that you're putting into the project. You also do, as the mayor said, put yourselves out there on the line personally and professionally every day in our community, and I don't want to underestimate the toll that can take from time to time. So thank you very much, and we really look forward to celebrating a grand opening and soon. Okay. Let's go with a groundbreaking. We'll do that first. Thank you.
Ready to display the vote?
I already did.
Oh, you already did it? Okay. Yes, I missed it. I was sitting here watching it.